In this video, I'm going to be showing you my mobile diesel mechanic van setup, how I've got my toolboxes laid out, how I've got my tools laid out in the toolboxes, also what type of storage slash workbench slash basically everything I have set up in the van. I think you'll find it interesting.
Hey guys, Josh with the Update Channel, and today what we're actually going to be talking about is my van setup. A lot of people have been asking me about it. And initially, I didn't really have it set up how I wanted. Now I have it pretty much set up how I want it after I've done a rebuild, a bunch of overheads, a bunch of little jobs. So let me show you what it is. It's a 2021 Chevy Express with the 4.3 liter LV1 all aluminum V6. Pretty happy with it so far. Rides really nice. It's very quiet. Gets like 21 miles to the gallon, which me driving, if anyone knows me in person, I drive extremely conservatively, so your results may vary on the mileage, but enough of me talking about it. Let me show you how I have it set up as far as tools and toolboxes go. So it's got the double open type doors. It does have these window protector things. I wanted the opening doors like that instead of the slider, although what I wanted was a setup where I could get to the back and the front, and most of the setups I saw were different, not really how I wanted. So what we're gonna do is show you how I have it. So standing here, you can get the most of your tools here. You can also get there. I always keep the creeper here. It's a good place for it. It's hard to miss it that way too. So what I like about this setup is, so I've got the Montezuma box here. Even open, you can close the doors if you wanted to. I don't know why you would need to. Got my nitrile gloves. I gotta put that light away. I'm not real happy with that. Just baby wipes for cleaning my hands. I've got the 42-inch toolbox there. I've got it mounted to some decking to the side there. It's kind of hard to mount this toolbox. This one I've actually got bolted to the floor. I've got it kind of modular, so I've got the pack outs here with various things in them. That could be removed if I needed. What I've got in here is kind of, this is like transport mode. So I've got a 2-foot step that I actually use at every job because it's really nice for getting into stepping up for doing overheads and stuff. This is actually a little folding table. Very nice. I got my seat. A Milwaukee electric vacuum, I actually use that quite a bit, and my little compressor. This is a just 110 pancake compressor. You might be saying, well, Josh, don't you need a huge compressor? Not really. You don't use air that much anymore. Now that Milwaukee has pretty much killed the air market, you still do use it sometimes for testing cylinders, airing up your Sure Shot can, or putting air in a tire, something like that. But as far as like running lots of air tools, I don't really use them that much anymore. I didn't even know when I was in the shop and had unlimited air. So that's mostly for that, blowgun, stuff like that. I'll come around, I'll show you the back, and then we'll kind of go through the tools. Okay, so this is looking from the back here. It doesn't have a tow hitch. I could add one. And yeah, so what I had, when I bought the van, it was empty. There was nothing other than what they call the bulkhead, which is like that divider between the seats and the back here. So first thing I ordered was this racking from AA Products. It's pretty nice. I do like how it's braced here, pretty sturdy. And what I've got on it is, I've got some AC gauges that I've never used. I've got my bore scope, liner sled gauge from Monaco. I should probably put that away. I don't need that in here right now, but polar set. I've got my O-ring, cat O-ring set. Some washers in there, but it's mostly seals. I don't know how many tullers and seals I have. Mostly it's leftovers from rebuilds because they always give you stuff you don't use. Just rags, some propane. I do need like a little chemical cabinet, but this is a Deutsch kit. So I've got some connectors, Deutsch pins, stuff like that. I got this light from Costco. It's really bright. You can also charge your phone from it if you needed to. It's pretty interesting. It was very inexpensive, but it works good as a mobile work light. These are JIC caps, battery charger, just like a little drain pan type deal. Brake clean sprayer. I just got some oil. This is for doing liners, which I was doing the other day. That's liner soap or tire soap. Got some chemicals. Box of rags. I don't have a cat box of rags. I don't know the last time I saw that. I found them in my garage. I think I got those from Nevada. On the floor, I've got a big dead blow. I've got my, I think it's a 20-ton floor jack. Yeah, 20-ton bottle jack, I guess. But that would lift anything I'd ever have to use. Got some lifting links here, 2 different chain hoists, and a bunch of studs. Those are really good for pretty much anything. Got some lifting straps, and yeah, I don't really use them that much because obviously a van doesn't have a crane. Got just the work light, haven't really used it yet. I got my compressor. Now, one of the things I'm most proud of is this contraption. And I've got it mounted here and over there, but what is this? Well, it's a job box, as you can tell. And what I did is I got a huge cutting board on Amazon. And it was, I think, 36, and this is 32 inches, I want to say. 32 inches that way, I want to say. But anyway, I wanted a vise, but I also wanted to be able to use it sitting here, or I could get my little stool and sit here, which ended up working good because I had to. Customer wanted me to take a solenoid off of a C15 injector and put it on a different one, and I ended up doing that for them, and it was pouring rain and hailing. It was like 35 degrees outside, so I actually did that inside the van, which was nice. And I used the vise in this as a workbench. So, as you see, it has a vise. It's a pipe vise, too. And it's mounted through this cutting board. And I could have got a butcher block top, but this works for now. And then into this. And I put some sound attenuation because this guy likes to hit there. But basically, it's a workbench, but also... So... Does it open? Here, I'll kind of zoom out here so you can see. But yeah, it'll open up. Okay, it's not going to fall. It's open. It's not fully open, obviously, because it would hit if the vise wasn't there. And I've got it retained is with these basically roofing screws here. And then I've got the bench vise bolted through both. And it's a pretty cool setup. So it gives me a workbench and storage. So what do I got in here? A bunch of bolts, washers, clips, random stuff. Pressure tester. These are all seals. And these are all hose clamps, basically. Or just clamps in general. I've got my filter cutter there. Just in case I haven't needed to use it, but, you know. What do I got back here? Well, this is a 2-gallon coolant jug. It's got ELC in it right now. It's about a gallon full. Got some empty buckets. Got a little umbrella. Not really sure what I should do with this area here. It's kind of a weird waste of space, but with this opening, you can't really put much here. I could probably put some more decking, some wood planking and hang stuff there, but you might be wondering, what's the van weigh? What's it rated at? So it's a 2500. It's rated at 8660, I believe. I had it weighed without this in it, and we were at 6,600 pounds. So I'm estimating this setup weighs about 100 pounds. We're probably just under 7,000 pounds. So I've actually got 1,600 pounds of payload capacity more if I needed it. So what do we got going on here? Well, just some random stuff. Like I said, I could take this out. This is a short tester, basically, a tone generator. Just some random electrical stuff, alligator clips, black light, resistors, pass-throughs, battery tester, load pro, power probe, fittings mostly. I got a few fuel pressure regulators there, just random brass fittings, a couple drain plugs, random stuff. I could better suit that. What do I got going on in here? Well, we've got some of my, these are pretty much old liner shims. I need to put these away. I don't need to leave these in here. But ones I've collected over the years. They were throwing a bunch out at, when I was at Cashman, they'd thrown out probably 20 liner shims one time. They just had them in this big box, and I grabbed them all. And I've kind of used some and replaced some, and I've got a few used ones in here, a few new ones, but yeah, really expensive, so it's good to have. I've got some other random stuff in here, used sensors, a couple new ones, Yeah. What I need to do is, so when I get to a job site, I'll usually scoot this stuff out and then get to my toolboxes. Alright, so you probably want to see the actual tools mostly. That's probably the best tool I've bought so far, that little step. You want to start here? You want to start here? We'll start here. So if you see my other video talking about this, this is how I have it laid out now. It's really nice to be able to come up to the van and have mostly what you need right here. So, standard wrenches, metric wrenches. These are pretty much all 1/2 inch impacts, metric standard, or standard metric. Deeps. These are all deeps. We've got my stud remover extractor installers, just sockets. Might be saying, why are they stacked? Because I have 12 on one side and 6 on the other. These are all 1/4 inch metric, or standard metric. And then we get over here. I've had this little guy and my palm tree forever, like 15 years, I want to say. I found them both in Vegas. The palm tree just reminds me of Vegas, even though I like it up here more. And then this little oil can guy, I don't know, it reminds me of my grandpa on my dad's side. So he just kind of rides around with me. Extensions, ratchets, a little heel bar, screwdrivers, a little pry bar, Milwaukee impact driver. And I said this was bolted through the floor, then sealed. Hex drivers, a headlamp, impact wobblies, electric ratchet, bits. These are torque specs, standard torque specs. This thing's cool, it'll stay up. It's got 2 gas struts, even with all the sockets on it. Just random stuff here. So we've got some more sockets on a tray. If I'm going to be using a bunch, I'll just pull the tray out. Measuring tape, turning tools, some deep sockets, a couple hammers, you always using those, scrapers, pliers, 3/8 impact, bit driver, drill, 1/2 inch impact, ratchet wrenches, we got a couple magnets here, and a mirror, some wire strippers, hose cutter, tin snips. One thing you might not notice, but I wanted to point out, is this stuff. So this is actually sound attenuation. Say, no, Josh, why would you need that? That did not come with the kit here. Let me move this thing. Anyway, so when you're driving, which this is a mobile mechanic setup, these wrenches are always shifting and banging into everything, and it's super loud, especially having it close to the driver compartment. So adding that sound attenuation, which I've done here and here, basically wherever the wrenches will hit, it's actually deadened that quite a bit, so that was probably one of my better setups. I could probably add some on the outside to make it quieter. Yeah, that's that. In here, I mean, it's just a toolbox, folks, but yeah, got my 1/2 inch torque wrench, turning tool, pliers, mostly pliers, some filter stuff, 3/4 drive, 3/4 handle, long 1/2 inch drive handle. The one thing I do like about this toolbox is it doesn't have the detents, so you have to slide this over to get it open, which is nice for this setup. Liner height, or not liner height, injector height tool, random stuff like pipe cleaners and snips and just random stuff. I got feeler gauges, number set, refractometer, my multimeter, some leads. Hey, there's my driver we were looking for earlier. I was doing that. This is a tap and die set, obviously. A couple, my only big pry bar. Lots of sockets. T-handles, a couple straight edges, amp clamp. Random stuff. This drawer is going to have a 1 inch impact in it pretty soon, but cutoff tool, die grinder, some batteries. Sanding, cleaning stuff, got a dial indicator, filter strap wrenches. More torque wrenches, some mirrors, torque adapters, more wrenches, die grinder wrenches. This drawer's all hood props, drill bits, scrapers, heel bars, hacksaw, pins, punches, chisels. Couple big wrenches, little air tools, not too many. Yeah, not like I said, I don't use air very much, but do use it. I've been using a drill a lot for if I have to use any sort of burring. So, got my airlift, some hoses, drill pump, which is really nice to have. Big sanding block, gauges, random bolts for lifting anything or just whatever. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty simple setup. Works really good. Actually, I'm going to put this in here. I don't know why I always use the same piece of cardboard for painting stuff, but I do. Anyway, yeah. So that's my van, guys. You know, might be wondering, why didn't I get a big service truck? Why did I go with the van? I kind of wanted a rolling toolbox, which is what this is, and it served me well. I have ordered a gantry crane and a roof rack for it. We'll be experimenting with that in the future. But yeah, that's it. You hear that? You hear that? Like a ticking noise. Definitely a ticking noise. Oh God.